on what to play next. We're bringing you everything that is awesome in gaming. I hearted this game so much that I actually went out and bought it. I obviously have played all the way through chapter 1. It gripped me. It moved me. It kept me up at night wondering what is going to happen next. So you play this glorious specimen of manhood, this scruffy-looking nerf herder, the son of, oh god, I am so bad with names. It's like, you could be a superstar and propose to me and I would forget your name, like your last name. It would be embarrassing. First name, both. I come up with nicknames for people because it's that bad. Well, anyways, so his mom's super famous. She is the leader of the Golden Order. Oh, I can continue? Hold on. Where's my mother? I'm gonna do a highlights reel. So we'll start over and get the intro and everything like that, and we'll do a highlights reel to continue, because it's been that long since I played it, but I just kind of wanna set your video, blah blah blah. Okay, new game. The controls on it are precise. Like, I want to call them janky, but it's that they're precise. So, she is leader of the Golden Order. It's a group of spies. You are her protege, and you guys get separated. I think they're gonna run through like an opening sequence, so I'll go ahead and let that explain itself. But you wind up going to this party where basically people meet to run the world. It happens a lot in the upper class, where pretty much your whole life revolves around whatever you've got your fingers into. So it won't look like you're doing what you're doing, but putting us together in the same room, like, we would just run high school or whatever. So on and so on, and then it's the world. It depends on who you are. So they are in France. They've been kidnapped, obviously, and there's,
Stop! You're not getting anywhere with this Von Borsche.
I kind of get the same feeling, my dear Sarah. Listen. Nothing. Not a sound. No one's coming to save you.
That's what you think.
It's you'd come to save me,
The Golden
right?
Order knows exactly where we are.
By the time your ridiculous secret society turns up, I'll be long gone. As for you, nothing will remain of your body.
If you touch a single hair on my mother's head, I'll skin you alive.
Louis, I have no intention of beating your dear mother. There are more persuasive ways of making you talk.
Like, name 3. Like, there aren't. It's you beat somebody.
You've stolen something from me that I intend to get back.
Oh, I guess you could drug her. There's that. See how uncreative I am? These guys are the bad guys.
Where have you hidden
Von
it?
Borchert, you can't sell that book on the black market anymore. This is finished.
Just she's calling
We
her
know
an
you're
torture.
planning on selling at one of Lord Mortimer's parties. All right? Just tell us who the buyer is and we can make a deal.
You've no idea of the trouble you've gotten yourselves into. Oh, but you will tell me where it's hidden. I can promise you that.
I don't like threats, Jen.
Stop annoying our host, Louis. Son, didn't what happened to you in Rome teach you anything?
Just a few more minutes and my concoction will be ready.
Here's serum.
With this, your bodies will dissolve in less than 4 hours.
Oh.
You'll see. It loosens tongues in no time.
It counts, I guess. It just dissolved my body.
I have to admit, Mother, the only thing you've ever taught me is that damn motto of yours. Always remain rational. And open. I got it. I've opened our shackles.
Draw him over here. I'll take care of him.
I just think they're so scandalous.
Well, Burchard. Listen. Let's make a deal. I'll tell you where the book is if you let my mother go free.
Oh, what are you playing at?
Don't worry, Mother.
You want to play the hero?
Let's run the world.
Pity you're not in any position to do so. For the last time. Where is Al-Azif?
Let me do this. Trust me.
I'm gonna act this time. Last time I trusted him. Yeah, boy! Keep him out! You gotta keep them separated. Is that a letter opener? Oh my god! You're done now. I have a literal perfect profile from something like that.
For God's sake, Louis, I told you to let me do it.
It
Let
doesn't.
me see.
You know, I was in control of the situation, Mother.
Oh, tell that to your nose. It's because of this kind of reaction that I prefer to work alone.
You ought to learn to trust me, Mother. Can't you be happy for once? We finally cracked the Von Borchard case?
He was just a middleman. He would have been more useful alive.
Isn't that right?
How many times must I tell you? You must never put your life on the line for me. You're much more important than you can ever imagine.
What's he got inside his noggin?
Let's go now.
You know? What's up in there? We're gonna decoct him, right? Or he's got a body dissolving solution, right? I guess that's what servants are for, you know? So at every turn, you can use a golden elixir to remove your negative alteration. At every turn, you can make a different choice. It doesn't alter the storyline exactly, but it does, because obviously it's going to end similarly up until the last chapter. But it does kind of give different twists and turns. So it's like Mass Effect in that way. That was one of the first games to do that. 1 month later, January 20th, 1793. Lord Mortimer's Island. I think we'll get some extra footage in here, and then it'll also catch you up where we are. I've been going back and forth trying to catch up to where the storyline is. So we're on the docks, which I've already done, and if you're watching through the previous episodes, you know that. So we're down here at the pier, and we're heading up to the manor, where the party is, and that's where my mother was last seen. So
I ask her a question, she answers with another. Is she playing with me?
Alright, each person you meet on the island has their own personality, which makes them vulnerable to certain skills and immune to others. Exploiting their personality is crucial to achieve your personal goals. Skills used against immunities will not succeed, leave you exhausted. Meanwhile, exploited vulnerabilities will give you 1 effort point back. So they're using like a very solid rubric here. View immunities and vulnerabilities in the journal tab. So you can actually look these people up, and they're encouraging you to do that in your off time. So an immunity is revealed. Here, that's what I got out of her, basically. Push the enter button. Okay, so that's not helping. But...
Emily, please.
Oh, well, okay, so I'm about to ask her a question, but she's immune to logic. Okay, so we're discovering this. Emery Hillsborough is an English duchess close to the English crown. Very discreet about her origins, only came to the political scene after her wedding. Some qualified as a marriage of interest. To an old English aristocrat in decline, libertarian, modern, and discreet, she's taken it upon herself to establish close ties with her peers. Become the favorite diplomat of the Queen, prompted a Prime Minister, William Pitt, to take her as private secretary. So she rose very, very quickly, but the important part is she's immune to logic.
Excuse my insisting, but you still haven't answered about my mother. Do you know her?
You get to ask her again.
You'll see, Louis. Everybody here knows Sarah de Richet.
The biggest part is that I revealed that she's immune to logic.
With this, Emily, but you're connected to my mother one way or another. And if I can believe my vision, you don't have much of a place in her heart.
You gain talents when carrying out certain actions. Remember to review them. Now, since basically you're a detective and you're trying to save your mother, it's going to be very important which direction you go, and I chose to be an occultist. So I'm going to convince people to help me. So the immunities part became very important as well, and I kind of wanted to highlight that on this playthrough. What do you know about my mother? So we're going to enter the castle.
What can you tell me about the disappearance of my mother?
2 weeks have passed since Sir's mother went missing. All the staff here have since been busy searching every nook and cranny of the island. But Sir may rest assured, we shouldn't be long in finding her.
And just what have you found so far?
It would seem that Sir's mother may be hiding on the island, and regularly changing her location.
Plot
But no one
thickens.
seems to know why she would find this behavior necessary.
It would have taken 1,000 slaves a lifetime to build this. Some sort of oil pump mechanism. I'm sure it was popular back in the day for just this reason. Read letters from or addressed to other guests, learn more about their motivation and personality. We did actually manage to find my mother's letter this time.
Impressive.
Ah, my son. I was looking for you.
What can I do for you, Your Eminence?
I wanted to ask you. You are the son of Sara de Riche, aren't you? You see, your mother and I were supposed to meet here on this very spot. I was supposed to hand her a very important envelope. But I haven't seen her.
If only Mother had told me why she was coming here. Anyway,
We're gonna try and get the
I'm gonna take the envelope.
missive that
It
he
might have
has
something
from
to do
her.
with her disappearance. Listen, if it will help, you can always give it to me. Praying Piaggi's trust. What should I
Nobody
do?
creating Piaggi's trust. I mean, obviously we're gonna do this. I didn't have the letter before, so I want to see
Okay,
what
let's see what it contains. Too bad for Piaggi. So,
We'll just melt
it
it
really
close.
is a list of French countrymen. Piaggi wasn't lying. But now it's opened. I better get it to Mother soon.
Out with that on you, son. My God, these paintings are graphic. I have a couple things
Wow.
to make.
Nice room. Mortimer sure doesn't do things halfway.
The art in this is absolutely incredible. 100 slaves, 1,000 hours. Ever since I've been using man hours, I was thinking in those terms. So let's see, my inventory. I haven't previously really explored that. I want to see if you can actually read the manuscripts. So this is from an encyclopedia. It's Denis Diderot and Jean Laurent d'Alembert. 150 academics and scholars contributed to the production of this first synthesis of human knowledge. So it can't be equipped, but you can assemble it. Some of these it says that you can peruse, so I wanted to see if that was possible. This is the Archdiocese of Magic, one of the several volumes of this master of alchemy who dedicated his erudition and opened his mind to a better understanding of the world. He gave his name to the zinc symbol. So I can add one to my occultism. One for conviction, a series of biographies of illustrious men providing much information on their lives, the origin of their greatness. See, I don't have conviction, so I'm not entirely sure, that I should go in that direction when all of my skills are in occultism, but it might open a door that would otherwise be closed. I guess equip this one. I guess we might as well. So, on a previous playthrough, the one that you'll see in the playlist, what we did was...
I don't recognize anything in here. This must not be the room for my vision.
help out George Washington, which placed us in a considerable amount of danger.
Great. Honey.
In this case, I'm more interested in my vision. So,
A letter addressed to the French Revolutionary Court. He wants to show them his loyalty, and for that, he includes a list of guillotinable people.
oh, nice.
Women, children, precautionary beheadings. This man would kill them all. This man's ruthless.
Alright, so we're finding out about Jacques Caroux. It looks like we have a door that we can explore.
This window's blocked.
Maybe it will be blocked. Subtlety
Let's
is
find the other
lost
room.
on you, peasant. I know. Like, I get these are designed for like, the masses, but like, I mean, hit me up in the
Sir,
comments.
I understand your eagerness, but the pressure on my family complicates the task.
Relax, my friend. Your relatives will soon be safe.
So what I saw in my vision really did happen. Well, I hope I haven't missed anything important.
I thank you so much.
Don't mention it. Now that's settled, let us speak about your support.
Yes. You mentioned earlier some assistance from the Golden Order?
That's interesting.
Absolutely. I have concluded an agreement with their leader, Lady Sarah Faustine de Richet.
I'm not seeing
Another
that.
case that Mother didn't tell me about.
Corsica was a
from
French
the order
island.
will finance the building of a foundry in Tuscany. You will soon be able to count on 100 or more cannons for your future campaigns.
I was not expecting so much help from you. When can I meet this de Richet?
Well, unfortunately, something has cropped up. De Richet has disappeared.
It was
Disappeared?
under Italian
What?
control.
Yes, but the staff are redoubling efforts to find her, I assure you.
So the agreement, is it on or off?
It is on. Her right-hand man has just arrived here to help us find her. And it is none other than her son, Louis Maurice de Richet. I wager he will ensure his mother's commitments are met.
Robert was small.
Not
He was
an
the son
easy
of a
name to
minor
live with
noble.
in these times.
Of course. But from now on, you will deal with him.
This man, it can only be Mortimer.
Very well. I will seek him out.
Ma'am,
Oh no! Run, Louis, run! Oh, let's see. Did I not make it? I made it. Oh, Jesus, Mary, and Joseph.
well, I better get away from here.
I use so many clicking. I hate this game. They do me like that. Do me like that, homie. Gotta get back to my room. In so much trouble. So we'll cut ahead. I was planning on skipping to brunch because I actually had to remove that part and redoing it. Now I know what it was that Bonaparte was asking me about, so I get to do that correctly. So we'll skip ahead a little.
I can
But
explain.
remain still.
I am like trying to.
But first, you could perhaps remove the blade from my throat?
You have 10 seconds to explain your presence here.
Where am I? Where you're in.
Emily, we both know you're not going to kill anyone this evening.
Be careful. I might have to cut you off.
Wait. Let's talk about this misunderstanding.
What are you doing in my room?
Her room?
I thought a night's stroll would help me sleep better. A servant must have closed the window behind me
And my window was the only way for you to get back inside. Most convincing. What were you really doing on the balcony?
Seeing the window open, I feared someone had entered your room. With what I'd heard next door, I'd every reason to believe that your life was in danger.
I am a grown woman, but how kind of you to worry about me. Now that I'm safe and sound, tell me more. Do these events concern me? Do they involve the Golden Order?
She's kind of my co-conspirator.
I overheard a
And I
conversation
know something's
between a French
going on.
soldier and some other individual.
And what were they talking about?
It seems Mother is involved, something about a military campaign. Apparently my mother validated an order of cannons to help this man.
Really? Since when does the Order finance wars?
As far as I know, since never.
Did they give any
Governments.
details? A date? What they were for?
Church, maybe.
Nothing at all. Did you know anything about this?
No,
Lamenting,
but
I
I
guess.
won't forget. Thank you. All right, Louis, I might have overreacted a bit. Please do excuse me, but next time, please try knocking on my door. I'd be
It's a shame
delighted
you're
to
someone's
open it
wife.
for you.
Oh, well, I'll remember in that case. Good night, Emily.
I'll be seen leaving your
Good
room.
night, Louis.
Clumsy oaf that I am. He's so squinky. These chops, I can't deal with them. Alright, we are going to skip ahead now. We can do this.
Tomorrow. If Mother stayed here right before me, you never know. and Mortimer
We're gonna go
better
ahead and
show
call
up.
it here, and we'll search through the room, because I know that there's puzzles and so on off camera. It doesn't look like I'm going to get to brunch without interruption, so link in the description below. There is a free first chapter. I absolutely love this series. It's incredible. They let you keep track of everything. There are so many side paths. The replayability is just absolutely out of this world. I maybe could deduct Piaggi, and that's about it. So I was absolutely blown away by my playthrough and went and bought it. It happens with really good games. So super excited. Also down there, we partner with Gamer Grind. Gamer Coffee delivered to your door. And they'll put your logo on merch. So if you're a pro gamer, go to conventions, whatever. You can level up in just incredible ways. Now, questioning, noticing anything strange in appearance. We have etiquette, adopt the appropriate behavior. I have given up on that with Louis. So, we'll go ahead and try and play Dora's strings. 11 points before level 3, 5 before level 2, 1 point before level 1. I'm trying to open as many doors as possible here. So we'll level ourselves up. Also down there is Coffee, KOFI. It's a social network for gamers like me, indie devs. This is actually a fairly new company that produced this. It was all over the internet, so we're super excited about that. Liking, subscribing, commenting, that is always free. So definitely, we want to hear from you. We love that you're along for the ride. So any feedback that you have, or if you just want to talk gaming, programmer here for 30 years. I helped launch Bethesda Softworks. Worked with We Are Bots, worked with the Ghost in the Shell MMORPG, and trying to think of any other projects that people might like just
In
know.
my vision yesterday, I saw that Mother had this room before me. I'd better search the room. Who knows?
This is going to be a lot of poking
Maybe
around.
she
It's
left
a little
me
bit
something
less
behind.
interesting unless I'm live streaming. I don't have many Twitch followers. I basically just put it out there in case anyone was interested. If you're not, that's fine. If you do want to follow me on Twitch and I get enough followers, then obviously, I'll go ahead and I'll do that. So we're going to start a quest for research through that, so I'm going to go ahead and cut it. Thank you for coming along for the ride. Stay safe, game on, and we'll see you